Hello, you awesome people, and welcome back. We're still here with Ricky, because he is not done with us today, and let's see how long this is gonna take. Don't worry, I have some tricks up my sleeve in case it's gonna go really fast. Then we're going over to some other one, because people always need help in this game, so we have stuff to do. That feels better, but it's going to be tough. I need to work really hard so that I'm ready for the district championship qualifiers. First, I need to qualify for a place in the district championships, and then I need to win them. Once I've done that, it's just the Norwegian championships, and I went between me and winning the gold. If I'm going to be able to do this, I need to eat right. Last time I was working out, I only ate protein, but I hear that the latest thing is to eat gluten-free food. What do you mean, eat a varied diet? What's that? Nah, Rose, gluten-free is the way to go. I need to stretch out after my jog. It's really important to cool down. Could you ride over to Jamie Olive Tree Bakery and buy some gluten-free bread for me, please? Great, see you soon. Okay, so we're going to meet Jamie Olive Tree for the first time, and she's also quite a character. All of them are quite a character here in Epona. So this is Jamie Olive Tree. Hello! Welcome to New Hillcrest's loveliest bakery. Gluten-free? Of course we got that, sweetie. Just a second, I'll grab some for you now. Are you new here, by the way? I don't recognize you. Rose, you say? A lovely name. My mom's uncle, sister, niece is called that as well. My name's Jamie Olive Tree, but you can call me Jamie. If you got time, I'd be lovely to get to know you more. Always great to see a fresh face around here. Here's your bread in any case. It's a tiny bit burned, but you'll just have to scrape it off. Scrape it off? The entire loaf looks like a piece of coal. Best return to Ricky with it. Okay, I get this burned gluten-free bread. Great. Oops, stop. Hi. Great, my bread. Is gluten-free bread supposed to look like this? It looks a bit burned. I'll eat it as soon as I'm done building the racetrack. Oh, so it was that fast. I figured. Yeah, so annoying. Oh well. But as I said, there are more people that needs our help, not just in Epona, but in the entire Jorvik. So I'm going to a place we've been not that long ago actually, but I'm going there and it's quite a long journey, so I'm going to see you once I'm there. Okay, so we're in Golden Hills Valley, and here's Jasper, and yeah, okay, it seems fine. I don't know, what could he want? Well, of course, Rose, of course it was going to turn out like this. The darn scarecrow. What am I going to do now? I should just stand here and guard my pumpkins myself while all these hideous birds gorge themselves silly every time my back turned. This new scarecrow is no use at all. Completely useless, just like everything else these days. Soon the birds will be back feasting on my beautiful pumpkins again. Those flying vermin have no respect for an old man. Rose, when I was a boy, birds knew how to behave themselves. It was better in those days. Which isn't a surprise, because everything was better back then. Everything! Don't look so happy, Rose. Don't you dare come here and make fun of me. Otherwise I'll show you what's what. What do you mean, you just want to help? Well, if you're so fixed on the idea of helping me, you could write to Pi and tell her I want to order a new scarecrow from her. One that moves and is just as scary, if not scarier than those Scarecrow Hill, and not a lazy and unreliable one like mine. My new scarecrow needs to be understand respect. I don't want any more such insufferable types of my farm. And tell Pi that my new scarecrow should only attack birds and nothing else. That's very important. My legs aren't what they used to be, so I don't want to be chased around by some dangerous monster. Tell Pi that. You know where she lives, over in the middle of that miserable swamp. Now you'll have to get going. I'm sure I just heard something caw. Off you go. Okay. seems like things doesn't go as he wants. So let's go and see what Pie can do. Up here. One day this area might be updated, and can you just imagine? I mean, I talked when I was at the Star Stable Live. I talked to some of the staff there, and they said that updating areas now, all the new areas will have the same level as Mistfall. So just imagine the entire Jorvik having not really the same sort of look, but the same level of beauty all over Jorvik. Like, oh my god, I just can't wait. Okay, let's put Rocket in the backpack, cause otherwise he will just be in the water. Oh, yeah, I went through it. Need to focus here, all might fall off. Why can't you just have an easy road here? Whoop. Okay. Oh, I touched the house. There we go. Okay, now, Pie. It's been a while. Not really.
Hello, Rose. How lovely to have a visitor. I don't get many of those these days. So Jasper wants a scarecrow, like the ones up at Scarecrow Hill. Well, it was me who made those scarecrows magic, if you remember, so it shouldn't be difficult. But there is one problem. As you may remember, I wasn't exactly the kind-hearted beauty you see before you now when I cast those spells. In fact, I was rather evil and mean and green. I didn't really pay much attention to how awful the bewitchments and curses I was casting actually were. But now all of my magic has a firm basis in ecological and ethical responsibility. I have actually been thinking about applying to have my special brand of vegan witchcraft ISO certified. You understand now, don't you? I've stopped mixing brews and potions with frog's eyes and bat's wings and newest legs. Now I just use ingredients from the herbal and plant kingdom. It works just as well as before, but all of my old spells are now usable, so I have to come up with new ones each time I want to do some magic. It's probably doable, but I need to give it some thought. Could you be a darling and fetch me a cup of organic swamp tea? It always gets my brain cells fired up. That whole cauldron over there is full of it. So just take my cup and fill it up.
Okay. Oh, okay. I was like, you have two. There we go. Turning around, and here's your...
Ah, swamp tea, yum. Now I can see the pieces falling into places. The first thing we need to do is build a scarecrow. When that's done, we can start thinking about the magic spell.
Oh god. Okay.
We need a sack. Easy, you say? It certainly isn't as easy as you think, Rose. I can't make scarecrows from just any old random sack. Obviously, I need a sack made from certified fair trade materials, woven by people with ethical working conditions. Otherwise, I'm afraid I won't be able to use it. Where do you find a sack like that? Ask Jasper. He might know.
Okay.
We need hay to stuff the scarecrow. As luck would have it, I know where you can find the exact hay I need. Caring at Gold Leaf Stables only uses organic hay, guaranteed to be biodynamically grown. If you ask her nicely, she'll probably give you a bale. If she doesn't give you any, tell her I'll turn her into a cockroach. Actually, that's not really very nice. Sorry, Rose. Sometimes my old personality creeps back in. Tell Karin I'd be very grateful if she could supply a bale of her lovely hay. Forget anything I said about the cockroaches.
Okay.
To be able to make a scarecrow, we need rope. I don't know very much about rope, but the fishermen over in Cape West Fishing Village know all about it. See if I can find someone there who'd be able to help. Don't forget that it needs to be an eco-friendly rope without preservatives, additives, or any other weird stuff. Oh boy, all the places. But at least all of them is actually here in Golden Leaf Valley. So let's go and be just... yeah. Well, we have a way to run. Oh, well, actually, I'm gonna take it later, because we're actually just going down to... oh, turn. Going to Jasper first. But anyway, just imagine this place being updated into the same level as Mistfall. Oh my god, it will be so pretty! I would actually like more woods here. I mean, it's very open. Just more woods, general. Just a bit few more trees. It looks very pale up here, actually, now that I think about it. So just a few more trees, make it more woodsy. Would be lovely. And what else? Well, it's supposed to be fall all year long, which is kind of dull, but I guess it's good. Oh well, here is Jasper again. A sack, of course I've got a sack. A sack made from certified fair trade materials woven by people with ethical working conditions. What on earth is this nonsense you're talking? What was it you said again? A sack made from certified fair trade materials woven by people with ethical working conditions. Why would I have one of those? Are my regular old sacks not good enough, huh? Only a fancy schmancy luxury sack will do for a little fancy princess rose. What's wrong with an old sack? Made with my own hands, made from linen I've grown myself. I've even got some kind of stupid certificate of ugly stamp from the council to say it's eco-friendly or whatever gibberish they came up with. Regular old handmade sacks are obviously not enough for sniffy missy. Fancy witch. What? That sounds like exactly the kind of sack she's after. Well, why didn't you say so? But I've got hundreds of sacks over there in the barn. You can take one, but show it to me first. I want to let you take one of my best sacks so that witch can strut around and show off. The sacks are in one of those boxes over there. Use this crowbar to open them. I nailed them together properly so that no thieves could steal my sacks. Okay. Might as well get a bit of a... what do you call it? A safe. Get a safe for your precious sacks. Oh well. Was it? It was over here, right? Yeah. Oh, is it in here? There we go. A sack. Thank you. Boop, boop, boop. Is this okay? So you found a sack. Let's see it. Bah, take the sack and get out of here. I can't be bothered with any of these nonsense anymore. I need to focus on my pumpkin patch, otherwise those darn birds will gobble up every last pumpkin while my back's turned. What are you doing still standing here? Take the sack to Pie. Okay, I think I'm just gonna take your transport first. To the Golden Leaf Stables. And get some hay bale. Hay bale, can I get a hay bale? Hello there, Rose. What can I do for you on a beautiful day like today? Hay bale? You'd like a hay bale, you say? Well, that shouldn't be a problem. But you'll have to help me with something first. Just now a truck arrived with this week delivery of hay, but a whole bunch of the bales toppled off the truck as it was coming over the bridge from the fishing village. The driver, some dork named J-Bay, said he had to swear to avoid a giant seagull that was attacking his vehicle. As Jebe said, he had to leave immediately for another delivery. The bales of hay are still bobbing around in the water by the bridge. If you be a gem and collect them all from the water for me, you can take one of them for yourself. Sounds like a deal? Lovely. Hurry though, before the hay bales float out to sea. Do we really want hay bales that's been in the water? Especially in the sea? I mean, it's salty. Ugh. Oh well, for a scarecrow that's fine, but do you really want to feed it to horses? I wouldn't. I don't know if I would. There we go. There we go. Turn and back. Alright, you can be out now. Do do do. Whoops. Okay, here we go. Thanks for all your help, Rose. Great work. Here's a hay bale, as agreed. What do you want it for, by the way? You're giving it to Pi, you say? Are you sure that's a good idea? Can you really trust her? Well, I suppose you know her better than I do. Take the hay bale to Pi. See you later. So now we're going to get a rope. I believe we're going to get a rope. Finding a rope expert, right. So, as we're riding over there, I want to tell you that some of these videos will be the last where you hear my microphone. I have ordered a new mic and headphones. I'm actually getting a mod mic 5, version 5, and also a new pair of headphones to put it on. It's supposed to be one of the better than a headset mic, which is nice. I've been looking around a lot for new stuff. I sort of had a goal to get a new headset or external mic for when I get 2,000 subscribers, and we are really close to that, and I'm really getting tired of this mic being just pain in the ass. So I need a new mic. But let's see now. Pause that and let's talk to Kay Trout.
Hello there, Rose. You'd like some rope, you say? Well, I'm sure we can arrange that.
It needs to be a special rope.
You come to the right person for rope, Rose. Nobody knows more about rope than me. If you just help me with one little problem I've been having, I'd happily give you any rope you want. What is it I need help with, you ask?
Yeah?
Well, there's just been a small disaster. My very best fishing lure has disappeared. Without it, I'll never catch any fish, so I'm sure you'll understand how important this is. What happened? Well, here's how it was. I was here in the harbor fishing as normal. Then I saw a really huge fish over there by where the boat comes in. Imagine if that's the flounder of terror. I said to myself, the thought of catching such a huge fish was too much. I told myself I had to try and catch it, so I threw the line out as far as I could. But it slipped and the fishing line went flying along with the best lure. I tried to see what it landed, but it was hopeless. Off it went, flying through the air faster than a rabbit eel. Seems like it flew off in the direction of the village. I've looked all over the fishing village for it, searching like a crazy seal, but it's been fruitless. The lure is lost without a trace. It's almost as though I grew legs and walked off. Otherwise, I'm sure I'd have found it by now. If you can find it for me, I'll give you as much rope as you want. Do you think you can help me? Fantastic. I knew I could rely on you, Rose. Come back when you've found my lure.
Oh boy. Well, it seems that we're...
Did it move? I think it moved. Why did it move? It's actually moving! Do you have it? Have you Apparently he had it. That's weird. So weird. Oh well. You found it! Wonderful! What kind of rope was it you needed? You want a completely eco-friendly rope? Are you sure? You got the chance to choose absolutely any kind of rope, so are you sure you don't want a proper indestructible rope made of titanium and silk? Or a priceless rope made from gold and diamonds? Okay, I won't force you. If you decided it's eco-friendly rope you want, it's eco-friendly rope you get. Now let's see here. There you go, 12 feet of rope made of locally sourced seaweed. It's not very strong and smells pretty bad, but a more eco-friendly rope than this you'll struggle to find. Hope you get good use of it. See you.
Oh, thank you, dude. So, back to the mic. As I said, my goal was when I got through 2,000 subscribers, I was going to start looking for either an external mic or maybe a new headset that has a better mic. But as I said, my mic, as I have right now, as you might have noticed in some videos, it's a pain in the ass. And it has been for 3 years as I've had it. Or actually, it's been like 20% of that time it worked perfectly. But otherwise, as soon as there's like a Windows update or something, it just doesn't really work as to what I'm doing at the moment. So I started to ask around. I asked Esme what she's using. I asked my cousin, who is really good at sound, since he's doing a lot of music and is a bit of a proper nerd when it comes to sound, and that is just awesome. So I asked him, I told him my budget and what I'm doing, and he did say that a mod mic would probably best, because an external mic, when it comes to playing Let's Plays and stuff, they are very good, but they tend to take up sound around me as well, not just my mouth. So you will be hearing a lot of clicking from my head, from my keyboard and my computer mouse, and maybe in the other room or something. So I felt like, okay, maybe an external mic is not really for me. So I asked, and he said that the mod mic is better. Then after that I started to look at reviews on YouTube, what people are saying, and a lot of people saying it's really, really good. And then I looked at then I was like, okay, should I get a total new pair of headphones as well, since this one is 3 years old. I don't know when it's gonna die or break, and then it would be sad if the mod mic lives for 5 years and my headphones I'm using right now dies in one, because the mod mic is sort of turned on with a magnetic thing you could put on the headphones, and then it's fail. With a so I can just take it on and off with a magnetic thingy, and I was just afraid that if I put that one part of magnetic on the headphones, that I would never be able to take it off again. So that's why I felt like, okay, maybe a new pair of headphones is better, so they have like pretty much at least the same amount of life to live. And then I looked around and I saw a review where the guy said this is really good pair of headphones for the price, and putting on a mod mic like I was going to do would make it even to the most perfect headset for Let's Plays and gameplay and all in general. I was like, my god, what is wrong with me? Oh, this is so annoying. Come on, load faster. Okay, now so yes, so I got that. It's about 2,000 kroners, which is still pretty good. Then I get the headphones I want and the mic I want for 2,000 kroners. If I wanted to get a really good headset with mic and everything on, I would probably go up to 3,000 to 4,000 kroners. I have no idea how it is in euros or dollars or anything, but it's pretty expensive. So I'm pretty happy with the price. I've ordered it, but they didn't have it in stock yet, so I'm pretty scared that it's gonna be arriving when I'm in Croatia, because we don't know how long it's gonna take before they have everything in, but I'm really hoping it's gonna be fast. Anyway, finally we're at pies. You found a sack, are you sure it's made from certified fair trade materials woven by people with ethical working conditions?
Yes.
Jasper made it himself and it's got the Council Organic Ecological seal, you say? Well then that's just perfect! I see you got a bale of hay from Karen. Hey, you didn't say anything about the threatening to turn her into a cockroach, right?
No.
You didn't? Oh, great. Okay, look, you found some rope. It smells vile. That must mean it's truly super eco-friendly. Good work, Rose. And that was... do you need a day or something? We've got all the raw materials we need, Rose. Good work. Now I'm off to start making Scarecrow, which will probably take a while. Come back tomorrow and I'll no doubt be ready. Then we can get started with that actual spell. So that's why we have to wait. But we're done here for today. Not sure if we're gonna continue this in the right next episode, because we have a lot of stuff to do. As you can see, a lot of stuff to do. And I actually do believe we are going back to Avalon, because I'm done with the cracks now that I think about it. It took me 4 days and I did it straight. It took about 4 days, so it takes about 4 to 5 days depending on what day and how many cracks you have. But 4 days it took for me, so I'm done, and so we're going back to Avalon and see if we can end this pinkness in the world. But in the meantime, people, stay awesome as always, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.